Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. As you guys can see up on the screen today, I wanted to talk a little bit about Digital World Acquisition Corporation. This is Dwac. This is one of the big main Trump stocks that has really been taking over social media, taking over the stock market, Reddit, Twitter, all of that stuff over the past couple of weeks. I think it's been like 2 weeks at this point. Maybe it's only been a week. I don't know. The days are so long. They're all blending together. But there's some good and bad news surrounding this. I mean, obviously, Dwac was down 30% today. This was a bad day. You know, anyone who's got involved with this thing recently, you've probably been losing money, and you've probably been losing money pretty fast. But again, if you zoom out, take a look at over the past week, this thing is still up 488% in a week. So some people are taking this little dip as a, just that, a chance to buy the dip, the chance to load up. They think this thing's going back to the moon. Obviously, there's some people who see that not too long ago, this was a $10 stock, obviously, before Trump and all of this stuff got involved. Obviously, this was a SPAC. So, once it got announced that the Truth social media network, whatever is going to be getting involved, this thing shot to the moon. It's chilled out. Is this a time to buy the dip? Is this the beginning of the end? Is this thing going to keep falling further? That's just kind of where everyone is at this point. But obviously, this thing currently sitting at right around a $2 billion market cap. We know how passionate, faithful, ravenous, whatever, cult-like Trump's following is, and how, they believe they can continue to send this thing to the moon. They continue to see it going. But so far, we've seen wins and losses on both sides. Obviously, with this thing getting pushed all the way up to $175, that's a massive win for the people on the Trump side, for the longs, for the people who are, trying to send this thing crazier and crazier. But then, there was obviously a fair amount of people speculating and betting against it, saying that this thing is grossly overvalued. This Trump mania is going to die out eventually. Yeah, the Trump fans or whoever can continue to pump this thing, but eventually it's going to give way to, fundamentals, or for people who don't like Trump, or for people who are incentivized to short this, or it's going to be difficult for him to get this social media company going. And how successful is it going to be? How many users are going to have? How much money are they going to make? All of this stuff. And that's where we're in this really back and forth place right now. But obviously, again, with the 52-week high being at 175, us now being at 59, we're kind of sitting close to right in the middle between, the super crazy longs and the, shorts who are thinking it's going to die. So this is definitely a breaking point for the stock, over the next couple of days, rest of the week, maybe even the rest of, 2021. But there was this article from CNN Business where they said the Trump SPAC slumps after a week of wild trading. The shell company that plans to merge with former U.S. President Donald Trump's new media firm is losing some steam. Shares of Dwac plunged nearly 30%. They skyrocketed as much as 1,600%, which is absolutely insane. And that's why, anyone even started talking about this thing in the first place. They announced a deal on Wednesday to list Trump Media and Technology Group through what's known as a SPAC. And then obviously it was listed on the NASDAQ. After Trump's announcement, the company's shares took off. They hit this intraday high of $175. But not everyone is excited by the deal. Iceberg Research tweeted Monday that it sees only risk for investors in the near future now that initial excitement has passed. So they do think that based on Trump's track record, at the current price, renegotiation is likely to keep more of the merged company for him, adding that they are also going to be shorting the stock, which again is not a super unpopular opinion. There's definitely a fair amount of that going on out there. It added that while it doesn't have an opinion on how successful Trump's venture will be, SPAC holders don't own a piece of the project yet. Trump has the leverage, not them, and that is at least what is scaring one company. That could be some of what is playing into this downside. It could be some fatigue. It could be some profit taking. It could be that this thing just went too high too fast, that everyone was in it while it was running hot, and now it's chilling out, and maybe it's loading up for another big run. I don't know. It is going to be very crazy to see, but we have found out between last week and this week, just how crazy and fast these stocks can get when, there's rumors or even actual news about Trump getting involved with the company, or even like tangentially related to Trump getting involved with the company. There's so many companies like this company once talked about Trump, so it's going to be up 500% tomorrow, or they dealt with a company that dealt with a company that dealt with one of Trump's companies that he worked with in 2015. Like, all these crazy rumors. It just seems like we've been getting to a point in the market of ultimate speculation and ultimate just craziness. Not that people haven't been saying that for the last couple of years, but I mean, especially a lot of these stories were very crazy. But obviously, Dwac is one of the less speculative ones, I guess, out of the group, because they are at least, actually planning on this SPAC merger with the Truth Social Network. Some of these other companies have way, way less involvement and direct tie to Trump and his fan base, supporters, all of that stuff. So it's going to be very, very interesting. But yeah, Dwac is at a crazy point. It's going to be interesting to see where things go from here, but obviously today was not a good day, and now investors have a tough choice to make between, doubling down, loading up, or jumping ship, or just holding and seeing where the ride takes them. But yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Obviously, whenever Trump is involved, stuff's never normal, stuff's never uninteresting, and this is the same stuff. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below, let me know what you think about Dwac. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.